This tank is a T100LT. This is a Russian Tier 10 light tank. The map is Mannerheim line, which is also known as Arctic region. This is a ranked battles map. It looks like I was in the 3rd division when I played this game. I don't know what's going to happen, but I will tell you that ranked battles are a lot more difficult than random battles in terms of spotting. You'll notice that I will get spotted a lot faster, and I can't go, like normally I would go further out to find a spotting position, but it's a lot more difficult. If I take up a spotting position over here, there's a very good chance I'm going to get spotted. However, in random battles, if you can get here quickly, this is a great place to spot from. But someone's at some point is probably going to spot me. I am going to get 5,000 spotting damage in this game. That's the first 500 right there. You can see that this spot actually has really good coverage. I can spot a lot of tanks in the north. I can spot tanks heading south on the east, and I can spot tanks like the STRV up on that ridge. So I'm up to 690 spotting damage. This is ranked battles, but I am going to say that these are not the top players in the game. I've been playing the higher divisions in ranked battles, and the players are way better in the higher divisions. In this one, they just all lemming to the same side. Okay, so it is difficult. Actually, what I discovered for ranked battles, if you get 4,000 spotting damage, which I think is really easy, you can see I've already got 2,200. If you get 4,000 spotting damage in ranked battles, you'll advance through Division 3 very easily. The other thing that I did is I went through all of my light tanks and I optimized all of my crew skills and equipment and everything to make sure that I have the best spotting and the best camouflage. For example, there is a crew skill that allows the radio operator to continue reporting positions after you die if he survives the battle. And I've been making sure that I'm using that because most of my crews have 6 skills for my light tanks because I play light tanks. I do a better job with light tanks than with other tanks. So you can see I've been here for 2.5 minutes. The spotting has slowed down. When spotting slows down, you usually want to reposition. However, you can see there's still a lot of red dots in the north. There are at least 7 tanks in the north. Now that EBR is probably going to spot me, I just got spotted. Got to get out of here. Luckily, I bounced all those shots. I'm just going to dive off the cliff over here. It was a rough landing, but I made it. You want to, when I go over the cliff, I hit reverse as soon as I start going over the cliff, and you want to try and land on your hull. If you land at an angle, you can take damage. If you land directly on your hull, you can fall from a high height without taking any damage. Okay, so I'm up to 3,200 spotting damage. One of the mistakes that I made is I used the Deadeye skill on light tanks, which causes additional damage once out of every 30 shots, when I should have used the designated target skill. The designated target skill will give you more spotting damage. The Deadeye skill will give you more EXP, a small amount on average once out of 3 or 4 games. Okay, so the other thing that I learned with ranked battles is you don't want to rush out to your position unless you're really confident, because the enemy is likely to do it too. I will say that the spotters in ranked battles in Division 3 were great spotters. However, because they were all predictable, I predicted what they were going to do, and I modified my behavior to predict what they were going to do. I'm up to 4,000 spotting damage, pretty much guaranteed I'm going to advance. So I predicted what the enemy spotters were going to do, and I countered what they were going to do, and that's when I started advancing in the ranked battles. Score 6-2. I got 388 damage, 4,022 spotting damage. You do have to be on your A game. If you get spotted, as you can see, when I was spotted, a lot of tanks shot at me. Not only do you get shot at immediately, but they have amazing accuracy. I do believe that a lot of people are cheating using aimbots, and the reason why is because their accuracy is just too good, and the other reason why is they fire way too quickly. For example, I had an example where I was running through town and I had to pass between an alley, and I got hit as soon as I pass between, but that means you have to be spotted and the guy has to aim and he has to fire, and you're just passing in front of him for a split second. I don't think that's gamer skill. When I play in these games, I can never hit light tanks at a far distance. Like if they're 500 meters away, I can't hit them if they're zigzagging around. But then when I do it, people are hitting me like crazy. So I do think that there's a lot more aim botting because people want to win the premium prizes. I have to use the auto aim because my ping time is too high. And if I did it manually, weird things would happen. And there's a lot of reasons why I use the auto aim. The auto aim is a really good tool, and don't believe people who tell you that you should never use it. It's just nonsense. You'll notice that even though I was using the auto aim, I was looking through the scope to make sure that I could readjust if I had to. Okay, so that was 2,200 damage, 4,500 spotting damage, 640 blocked by armor. And I got 4 kills. This was a pretty good game, and we won 15-5.